Good afternoon, this is Howie, and I'm here to help you win with money. For those who follow me, make sure you like, subscribe. But right now, we're getting ready for earnings. Let me just show you real quick what happened in the market today. It looked like it's going to close up, and I'll show you. This week has still been a tough week. Look, let me show you the 5-day. We're still negative down. You see that we're down? And if you want to know percentages, let me show you how you do that. You just have to switch in here, click on the 5 more time, 5-day. Blue line is the S&P 500. So you see that it was down. It got as low as almost 5%, 5% down for the week. And then look, today, even with the up market, it's still down nearly 4% this week. So what that means is tomorrow, regardless of what happened, it needs to cover the 4% just to end the week flat. So stay tuned. There's going to be a lot of breaking news with earnings. All the big boys are up today. We're talking about your FANG stock. We're talking about some video game stock. A lot of big earnings coming out. So let's see. Let's see what happens to the market, and let's follow the stock prices as after hours. And the bell just closed. Dow finished up. It broke a 4-day losing streak. But look what happened. It's losing strength into the closing. There's a couple things I'm going to look at before the earnings come out. There is that divergence happening in MasterCard. Whoops, I didn't type in MasterCard, I typed in NEO. But let me show you real quick. If you do MasterCard, and if you compare this against, earnings are not, we're just waiting for some big boy earnings. So let's see what happens while we're waiting. Oh, is that still 5 days? Let's just make sure. This is 5-day chart. So you see what happened? MasterCard is down. This is huge. Look at it. It's still down 12% this week. Look at Visa in the red line. It took a huge drop yesterday, and it recovered. It recovered about $4.50 today. But you can see if you owned it in the beginning of the week, it's still painful. So let's see what happens. MasterCard was better performing this year. Visa looked like it's holding up better right now, but no one really knows. So hang on a second. We're still waiting for earnings. We're waiting for Apple. We're waiting for we're waiting for the FANG. Okay, first one out, Amazon. Amazon looked like they did okay. Doesn't surprise anybody. Doesn't surprise anybody. Everybody's stuck at home. Looked like they beat earnings. The revenue was maybe $3.5 billion more than expected at $96.15 billion. Earnings look really good. Their ESP was $12.37. So this is how the stock is reacting after hours. Let me do a refresh to see if there's any more updates. Let's do a real quick refresh. Let's see. Here you go. That's the move for Amazon. This just out. Another earnings beat. Google looked like they passed earnings. And let's just see what's happening with the shares right now. Oh, you can't even see the aftermarket yet, but it looked like they beat really well. I don't have all the details with that, but yes, more earnings are coming. You can see the share reacting now. Here you go. It was a little bit slow before. Like I said, they beat earnings. This is huge. Nearly a 7% move after hours. Let's see if anybody put an article out yet. No, not yet. A little bit too early. But they did beat, and look like they beat by a significant margin. $46.17 billion for revenue for Alphabet. Looks really good. Their ESP was $16.40 versus a $11 estimate. So that's a huge beat. A $5 beat is huge. So that's why the shares are moving up after hours. There you go. Hey, now the good thing about this is this can create a really great scenario for tomorrow, Friday. So going into this week, we had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was down. Today is up. So tomorrow can look really good. There may be enough. Remember, we lost 900 points yesterday. We only recovered a little bit. So there's definitely a lot of room to go. I don't remember exactly how far NASDAQ went down yesterday. They could have been down 300 or 400 points, but even if you recoup half of it, there's still some room to get back up to where we started the week at. Okay, we're still waiting for, let's look for Facebook. Facebook is up, and I don't know why yet. Let me see if they came out with earnings yet. I am waiting for Facebook to see what their earnings are. I just saw Starbucks beat earnings 20 cents. They came out with a 51 cents ESP. I'm still waiting for Facebook, but Facebook is definitely moving after hours. I think this is jumping to about 20 bucks. Let's just see. Let's see. It's all updating. All breaking news. And I did see Facebook did beat revenue numbers by a couple billion. Don't have the numbers exactly, but they did beat earnings. $2.71 ESP for Facebook. The analysts expected $1.91. They beat by 80 cents. That's not as big as other people, but it was a beat. That's a good beat. So I think we're waiting for Apple now. We're still waiting for Apple. Here's the Facebook beat right here, real quick. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to go by quick. And here's the numbers for Amazon if you wanted to see it. Again, you need to pause it if you need to see it. I'm going to move on to the next one. Here goes Alphabet. Alphabet real quick. There you go. Another right here. You see the details. Twitter. This is Twitter's right here. They missed the ESP. You see that. So, but again, most people only care about the FANGs. We're still waiting for Apple. And since we're covering FANG today, Netflix stock did move up because they're going to raise subscription prices. And here you go here. If you look at that, the dollar, it's $1 higher at the current plan of 13, right? They're going to raise it. And here's all the details of that. We do have to wait a few more minutes for Apple's earnings, so we're going to wait for that. And so we're still waiting a few more minutes for Apple. And you can see here I have some Apple Iron Condor, so we'll see how it impacts those. I'm hoping it stays within the range, and I hope that once the IV crush goes back down, maybe on Monday or Tuesday, I can sell those out, close it out, and create some more opportunities to make some money. So Twitter is trading down after hours. You can see that, down 11%. Apple is still early. You see that? We're still waiting. Amazon, I think, may have sort of reversed. There you go. It was up after hours originally, and now it sort of turned. You can see that. And Facebook is still strong after hours. So we're all waiting for Apple. So I think this will decide what's going to happen tomorrow. I mean, I still think tomorrow could be a decent day. It may not be as strong, but there may be some buyers coming back in, and there will be people like me who close certain positions and then you reopen it. So let's see what happens. Okay, this just in. Apple beats. Earning per share is 73 cents. I think analysts is 70. They revenue beat slightly, not by much, but you can see the shares are trending down now at 110. I think their services were okay. Let me see what else I can find. Let's do Apple. Let's see if there's anything over here. So that's just in. Let's see what else we can get. Nothing here, nothing. So we'll see what happens. A lot of times the markets can change, but Tim Cook came out with a statement saying they released, 4 new phones, and 5G is going to be huge. So we'll see what happens. The markets, can change real quickly. And anyway, hope you enjoyed this breaking news for today. Hope you enjoyed the breaking news. Again, so for FANG, most of them were pretty decent. They beat earnings. I think Netflix didn't really have a good earnings. They were a little bit lower, but Netflix released, I think, was a couple days ago or last week. I don't remember exactly when. But Netflix was up today only because of the price hikes. And when you raise prices, most people are not going to leave for $1 difference. They love the business. It has good stickiness. So hopefully you have a good, profitable day tomorrow. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel.